CGA Sports back in here with week two NFL preview show only on the CGA Sports channel. I'm thinking of another name for this channel, but it is all right because I'm thinking of some other ideas I want to do with this channel. But without further ado, we're going to be back. Hopefully we can continue this all season where we come in on Saturday, right when college football kicks off, and then we come back on Monday to clean up the mess. Probably about by week 5, everybody's hopes and dreams will be crushed. All right. Tay Diggs Sports Channel. All right. Your hopes and dreams will be crushed. You'll believe, everybody had hopes coming into the season. If you go back to our season preview video and our schedule release video, everybody was talking cash shit. But in week 2, it's do or die for a lot of teams. Yeah. In week 2, it's already do or die, although there's plenty of season left. All right, 17 games on the schedule, and we're saying week 2 is do or die. Well, some of these teams, man, it can get off bad, but very few teams come back after getting in the hole, and some people are gonna get in the hole. They're gonna get in the hole this week, and we hope to actually show you which teams are going to get in the hole. All right, so as far as we're concerned, let's do a quick review and a recap and see if I'm on track, because I'm going to see if I'm on track. Remember, I told you the bottom 4 teams at the beginning of the season: Falcons, Broncos, Texans, and the Commanders. These are the top 4 bottom teams. We're still on track to have these teams finish at the bottom. All right, a lot of people wanted me to put other teams down here, but we're still on track. And the automatically disqualified teams here: the Cardinals, Colts, Browns, Patriots, Giants, of course, the Rams, and the Bears. Who else? Green Bay Packers I had down there. I had Carolina and Tampa Bay. Some of these teams got W's. All right, so some of these teams got W. Green Bay looked good, but we'll talk about them this week. Tampa Bay got a dub. All right, who else got a dub? The Rams got a dub out of it, and the Patriots look good. Okay, Cleveland Browns came out punching. So it's not over. These teams can still, what do they call it? There's the cream can rise to the top, and these people will find their own level. Okay, so the contenders, I told you, man, about those New Orleans Saints. All right, they were in my Final Four, and this is going to be a make or break week for them as well. The 49ers, the Ravens, all of these teams, the 49ers look great. My Final Four other pick, Kansas City, not too bad, but they'll get course correct this weekend. So as you can see, we're up and down. All right, so let's get into this. What we're going to do is we're going to tell you the odds. Okay, he said the sugar falls at to the bottom. All right, people are talking about the Packers. Don't get too happy yet. Let's tell you the schedule. Actually, let's look at standings and see where the standings are, because that's where it is. It gives you an indication. I know it's week 1. I know we're only on week 2. This will look a little bit different by the end of Sunday's games. A lot of 10 a.m. starts. So if you're on my local stream, we normally start off at 9 o'clock on the West Coast, 9:15. We're going to start earlier because we got a 10 a.m. kickoff here on the West Coast with the Raiders and the Bills. So we're going to have to start early, and the show is going to be really tight. All right, it's going to be really tight. It's going to be very, very tight. Tight like a fresh recruit. All right. Raiders at the top of the AFC West. We know this is going to change dramatically. I think we're going to end up with a tie at first with the Raiders and the Chiefs. All right, we'll tell you how we get there. Possibly the Chargers. AFC Nordic Division. The Browns. All of this is going to be shuffled up. Okay, this is not how it's going to end up. We got the AFC East. Good Lord, have mercy. Sorry for the New York Jets. What's up to everybody? New York Jets. Before, on our Monday show, I think I did a Monday show in the afternoon. The Jets fans was in here. I don't see them today. Where the Jets fans at? Yeah, the AFC least. Jets fans was talking high and mighty Monday at 1 p.m. on the West Coast. I'm sorry. 1 p.m. on the West Coast. All right, Jets fans were riding high talking about Super Bowl. Well, that's all gone. All right, the Jets fans are here. It's a wrap. No more Super Bowl talk. And by the way, I've already told you, I predicted that, yeah, they weren't going to the, they were pretenders. There it is. There's my list right there. Number 2, the Jets, still pretenders. All right. And it panned out to be pretenders. All right. What do we got here? The Buffalo Bills, you're on the clock. Buffalo Bills, Bills Mafia, you're on the clock. You must beat the Raiders at home. You must beat the Raiders. If you don't beat the Raiders, Stephon Diggs is going to turn your locker room into full masticized cancer. And they're going to be calling for Josh Allen's neck. All right. So they better come out like gangbusters. But if they don't, the Bills season is over. This is do or die for the Buffalo Bills. Okay. You're on the clock. This is sad because this tells you there was always dissension in the ranks, meaning that they were already kind of they were on thin ice already. Coming into the season, they were on thin ice. So by week 2, it's already do or die. It's crazy. Stephon Diggs going postal. All right, he's going to turn the inside out. He's going to turn the organization inside out. He's going to demand a trade. They're going to have to trade him, and there goes the season because Josh Allen he's going to have to regain the confidence of the remaining teammates. And, trust me, I've been in locker rooms like this. It's an impossible mission, especially for these professionals. So it's a wrap. All right, Miami looking good. All right, Miami's dangerous, man. If they are in the game, they're dangerous, as the Chargers found out. But we also have the AFC South. There's only one team that's going to win this weekend in the South. There's only one team that's going to win this weekend in the AFC South. All right, and you'll be surprised as to who that team is. All right, everybody else is going to take a L. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to the schedule because we only do about less than an hour on this show. All right, less than an hour. Let's get to the schedule. Pulling up the schedule. Before we get to the schedule, let's go get to the schedule. We got to go to the injury report. We do it all over here. The key injuries for this week: Austin Eckler. Yeah, man, he's doubtful for the San Diego Chargers. So that's going to put a damper on their game there. They need Austin Eckler. So he's doubtful. He's got an ankle? He's got an ankle. Yep, he's got an ankle. So without Austin Eckler, I don't know who their backup is. So it's going to be interesting because they need him for play action. They need him for that big quarterback to be able to throw down the field. Jacoby Myers. Yeah, Jacoby Myers got clocked on an 8-yard slant to try to get to a first down. If you didn't see that play, he got annihilated. And he's going to be out for the Raiders, which is sad because we're going to have Hunter Renfrow step up. Jacoby Myers played a fantastic role for us this weekend. He got 10 targets, 81 yards, 8-yard slant route, attempted first down, personal foul to close out the game for the Bronx. All right, Jacoby. I know anytime I hear Jacoby Myers, I think of Jacoby and Myers. Is that only on the West Coast? Because I think of Jacoby and Myers anytime I hear that. Deontay Johnson, wide receiver for the Steelers, got a hammy. All right, we got Mark Andrews, tight end. All right, he actually had a good game. He's out, quad. So the Ravens, no tight end. All right, we got no tight end, questionable. Is he questionable? He's listed as questionable. He don't have to get out there. You lose your running back. Ravens, do or die already. Who do the Ravens have? I should know this off the top of my head. Bengals. Oh, boy, it's going to be an interesting game. All right, Ravens. All right, we got Aaron Jones out for the Pack. All right, Aaron Jones is out. No. Is he out? I can't see if he's questionable. He's listed as questionable, Aaron Jones. So, this is why I say watch the Packers, man. Watch the Packers. They're kind of interesting, but of course, they got a day off. They're playing the Falcons in Atlanta. So, that might not sway them, but this is going to be Cupcake City, their schedule. Yeah, Aaron Jones got a hammy. So the Packers Cupcake schedule is going to get the Packers fans going crazy and running wild like Hulkamania. All right, he's questionable. So, yeah, we'll see what's happening there. Zach Moss, running back for the Colts, who possibly might be the only team in the AFC South to get a W. Well, he's out. The running back's out. Looks like. Let me see here. Okay. Is he out, though? Is he out? Where he has no designation for the final injury report. He's just injured. All right. And it's got Quentin Nelson with a toe injury. All right. He's blocking for your rookie quarterback trying to get his first win. I don't know. Maybe they tie. We got Brandon Cooks for the Cowboys. He has a slight MCL sprain. He hasn't practiced during the week. He might be out. And it looks like if he can't play, then looks like yeah. Oh man, the Dallas Cowboys, man, they roster already is yeah, okay. All right. We have a wide receiver from the Rams with an oblique injury. Troy Anderson with a concussion for the Falcons. Linebacker Devontae Parker out for the Patriots, or potentially out with the knee. Taylor Decker, offensive tackle, probable. Okay. He missed the whole week. And DeAndre Hop, D-Hop, got an ankle injury on the final offensive play last week. Ankle injury. So D-Hop out for the Titans. Chargers got an injury. Titans got an injury. He says Cooks is made of glass. That's the receiver there. You know, some receivers, man, these receivers, they're definitely not built for this shit. You know, because they're just their physical build. All right, so let's get into the schedule, and then we'll talk about the favorites, and then we'll give the predictions. How about we do that? Let's get into the week 2 schedule, and let's see what we're looking at. All right, Fly, Eagles, fly, by the way. Fly, Eagles, fly. They came out like gangbusters. Minnesota did come back pretty good here. They were within a 2-tap toe-in of actually being a threat to tie and possibly win that game. And they were down bigly. I think they were down even 13 or potentially 14 or 15 going into the last couple of minutes. They closed it within 6. Fly, Eagles, fly, 2-0. The Eagles who were there, they were who they thought they were. All right, so shout out to the Eagles. He said we're all day today. All right, so we got the Bengals and the Ravens. Let's talk about them first. Bengals and Ravens. My prediction for this game is do or die for the Cincinnati Bengals. It's do or die. Again, what I told you, man. I know it's only week 2. These teams can come back. Joe Burrow is that guy, but of course he's distracted. He just got a big contract. He got paid $245 plus millions of dollars. He's the highest paid player in the NFL. He's also got engaged to his girlfriend. They're planning a wedding. She's probably like, where, you know, the guest list, the invite list. He's probably completely annoyed. And he probably said, listen, don't bother me during the season with this bullshit. All right. Don't bother me. And then she's like, well, you still can help me with the wedding. I'm not happy. And if he's distracted by his fiance, yeah, it's going to be a rough season for him. So he's already coming off of a heel injury, Achilles injury. You know, he tweaked it right before training camp, right as training camp started. So he's injured. He got the bag, and he got a woman on his neck. Ravens with the win, even with the tight end and the running back out, because if Cincinnati loses, it's do or die, and I just can't see Cincinnati pulling this out. Let's go with the Ravens for the win to take them to 2-0. Ravens are serious, man. The Ravens are serious business, but they got to solve their running back problem and their tight end problem. All right, Ravens 2-0. All right, hold on. That's not what I wanted. All right. Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions riding on confidence. And they missing their offensive guard there. So that's going to be problematic for Jared Goff. And check this out. The Seattle Seahawks, you know, we don't play well. They don't play well when they go back to the East. Geno Smith, he was who we thought he was. Geno Smith was what he turned out to be, the New York Jet style Geno Smith. All right. And so I'm looking at the Lions, the favorite. They were pretenders, though. Let me see if I have them as pretenders. Do I have them as pretenders or contenders? Oh, I do have them as a contender. All right. So listen, 2-0 for the Lions. 2-0 for the Lions. All right. They're going to win this game. The Seattle Seahawks, it might be it for your boy, Pete Carroll. Might be it for him. The last season. I mean, I don't think he can keep this going. And if Geno Smith doesn't turn it around, Seahawks can start off 0-2. It's do or die for the Seahawks. They're on the clock. Do or die for the Seahawks. If they don't get this dub, Geno Smith's not the most motivating guy in the locker room. So he's not going to be able to say, all right, boys, let's get this shit together. Pete Carroll, do they still listen to him? I don't know. Could be do or die. Season's on the line for the Seahawks. Detroit with the win. All right, season over at 0-2. Yeah, that's how serious it is in the NFL because they call it the not for long league over there. All right, so here we go. The season, you're out not for long. All right, what do we got next? Naptown Colts and the Houston Texans. The Texans have no chance in hell. Yeah, the Texans have no chance in hell. I'll be shocked if they win 2 games. Okay, they don't got nothing going on over there. They got another coach that got rid of me, Lovie Smith. And then they got another black coach. I can't remember where he came from, but he came from one of the last Super Bowl teams, I believe, or one of the last like Bengals or Kansas. I can't remember where he came from, but he ain't got no chance in hell. That team is a disaster. They're a subpar pro NFL team at best. Texans lose. Colts, the only AFC South team with the dub, and they got to get past the fact that they don't have their running back, and they're missing one of their offensive guards. But we're going to see if their rookie quarterback can come out and have a welcoming committee. He played decent in the first game. It wasn't like he played like crap. He definitely played decent. So this is the only AFC South team that's going to win. We're going Colts. Yeah, Colts with the dub. All right, but we'll see on the favorites too. Let's get to the next game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers winner, chicken dinner, winner of their first game against all odds. I have them automatically disqualified as well as the Chicago Bears. This could be an interesting game. You know, that Baker Mayfield is bipolar. You don't know what you're going to get with him, but he's going to play well. But as soon as the hype is up on Baker Mayfield, you can expect so anytime they start hyping Baker Mayfield, you might just understand he about to lose the next week or he about to lose the next week. And sadly enough, he about to lose to the Bears. Oh my goodness, Jesus, this team is a disaster. The Bears are terrible. All right, now Justin Fields, you know, they're playing in good weather and play down in Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield going to choke. All right, but Justin Fields might have a good game. I can imagine Justin Fields having a good game on this one. But, you know, this is a toss-up, complete toss-up. We'll check and see who the favorite is. I don't have one in here. I'm leaning towards the Bears, but I got to check the line. All right, I got to check the line and see where we're at. All right, Jaguars and the Chiefs. All right, here we go right here. This is about to be a blowout right here. This is about to be a blowout. All right, this is going to be an absolute shit show for the Jaguars. The Jaguars do not have enough to mess with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are pissed. They got something to prove. People have counted them out. They laughed and sniggled for the last 10 days. All right, they had to listen to people sniggle the last 10 days about how the Chiefs dynasty is done. But let me tell you something. As predicted, they went and signed Chris Jones right after the game. And I said that. I was like, on Monday, he will be signed. And they signed him. He'll be back. You have Travis Kelce. They're going to limp his ass out here. All right. They're going to throw his ass out there. They're like, bro, we can't do nothing about this. And if Kelce can halfway go, he's out there twerking his ass, by the way. I don't know what he's doing out there. All right. But I think even at home for the Jaguars, this is going to be an L for them. Kansas City Chiefs is going to steamroll them. I don't imagine the Jags are going to put up much of a fight. Did I have an injury, Jag? Do I have an injury list on the Jags? Oh, they look healthy. But I think did they barely win their game? Who did they play last week? I think they barely won. Jaguars ain't doing nothing here. Let me see here. Who did the Jaguars beat? I can't remember. All right, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Chiefs win. The Jags right here. If the Chiefs lose, it's do or die for the Chiefs. Okay, let's take that. Let's take that one. They beat Indy. Yeah. Hey, it's do or die for the Chiefs because if Kansas City loses, people are going to be sniggling at them for quite a long time. All right. They cannot go nearly 3 weeks with people sniggling at them. Let me see who the Chiefs got the next week. It's not do or die for the playoffs, but let me see. Chiefs. It looks like they got a bye week. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, they got the Bears at home. They got the Bears. All right, so if they lose tomorrow, they're going to steamroll the Bears. Bears, you better get a dub. You need this dub because if you lose and then Kansas City loses, you're going to get steamrolled. All right, so let's go with the next game. Packers and the Falcons. Well, this one's too easy. Green Bay with the dub here, calling it. Green Bay. Green Bay with the dub here. I mean, what more needs to be said? Even out without Aaron Jones, right? Aaron Jones is out, or he's questionable with a hammy. He's not out. Green Bay Packer fans are going to pile into the Atlanta Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Packer fans are going to go rowdy. They're going to run wild like Hulkamania in Atlanta because Atlanta has nothing but fair weather fans. Oh, Falcons with a favorite. Yeah, Falcons are favorited. It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm going. Falcons are terrible, man. The Falcons are not a good team. Do I read Venmo? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Oh, I got it right here. I got it. Let me see what you said. The actual King Smith says, cool if I set up a DraftKings CGA weekly NFL game and promote it on Discord and locals. What is it? Is it a betting line? Or is it bet? What is it? Tell me what it is. Okay. All right. So Falcons gonna lose. Who do they got? They ain't got a quarterback. Who's a quarterback? Quarterback ain't gonna do nothing. All right, we'll go through the favorites here. All right, let's see here. We got the next one here. 7-10 Falcons, they're saying. We got Fox Solo Sports Show. All right, maybe we'll have to pull you up here one of these weeks. We'll have to get it together so we can have some banter. All right, let's see here. Raiders and the Bills. Oh, boy. Raiders and the Bills. Okay, Raiders, we're not favored in this game, but this is a good time to play the Buffalo Bills. All right, the Buffalo Bills are limping into this game. All right, ego hurt, pride, no pride. They let the Jets embarrass them on national television. Even with an embarrassing moment for the Jets, the Bills still came out ridiculously on this one. They're going to be favorited. But they're right now a fractured team. It's do or die for the Buffalo Bills. It's do or die. Now, let me just say this. In the history of East Coast games, when the Raiders go to the East and play 10 a.m. games, they normally chunk up a big old fat L. All right, I'm going to just let you know this right now. All right, so I rarely have confidence when we go play 10 a.m. All right, anytime I've got myself ready, because, as a West Coast guy, a 10 a.m. game is like crazy for us because we normally get ready for 1 o'clock NFL. And so we can get we can wake up late. We can get breakfast. We can go to Denny's, IHOP, chill, maybe go to the mall, run a couple errands, come back, play the game. But 10 a.m., we normally have to wake up a little bit early, get our shit moving. We eating pancakes while the game is about to get kicked off. We're like, oh, shit. And every single time, the Raiders get their ass kicked. Right? The Raiders get their ass kicked on the East. And then they come out with their white uniforms. That shit looks tragic. I'm like, it looks tragic. 10 a.m., the quarterback looking sleep. Yeah, they all sleepwalking. I'm like, oh. Now, it really does change up my day because I'm going to be done by 1 o'clock. I'm going to have so much Sunday left, I don't even know what to do. I'm like, I always like the fact that there's a 10 a.m. game. And I can get done by 1 o'clock. I'm like, it's still light outside. I'm normally, by the end of a 1 o'clock game, it's 5 o'clock. In the wintertime, it's already getting dark. So it's bizarre to be done with a 1 o'clock game. So I'm going to just tell you right now, I don't have any faith in the Raiders for this game. All right. If they show up, they show up. If they show up, they show out. I love the Raiders. Shout out to them. I'm predicting, though, not so fast. Buffalo Bills need this win to save their season. They need this win to save their season, or it's a wrap. It's a wrap. The Buffalo Bills are on the clock if they lose. And Raider Nation, look out. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers the following week, then the San Diego Superchargers the following week. We looking at going 4-0 if we get this dub. Let's get that 4-0 music going right now. Yeah, I know the haters are hating. If we win, we got Pittsburgh, who's going to limp in on a Sunday night game. And then we got the Chargers, which is an instant dub. Raiders. All right. And Josh Allen, this is your job. This is your job. But listen, I ain't holding. I'll take 1-1. That's better than what I thought we would be. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see what we got here. I'll take 1-1 at this point of the year. Coming back home opener, and then playing another home game at the Los Angeles Stadium, SoFi. We got 2 straight home games. And then I think our schedule looking good after that, because this is the gauntlet schedule. We got Chargers after that. Hey, come on, man. What is this shit? Where's the Raiders schedule? Like, our first 5 games were like, God dang. All right. But if we can come out of there 4-2, 3-1, whatever we're going to come out with, we got Steelers, Chargers, Packers. Packers will be nothing by there. Patriots will be done. Bears, we looking good. We need to get through these 2. If we can come out 1-1, get that win against the Chargers and the Steelers, we're going to be in good shape. We're going to be in good shape. All right. All right. Let's get back to some seriousness, because the haters are here, I see. Where's KT King? KT King mad right now. You're not going to win, Sean. Sean, you're not going to win. All right, let's get to the next game. What am my schedule? Where's my game schedule at? Oh, they messed me up. Okay, hold on for a second. Now we're on Raiders Radio Talk. Come on, man. All right, we'll get back to the losing teams here. San Diego Chargers is up here. Let's talk about the San Diego Chargers. All right, who do we got here on this one? Chargers 0-1. All right, there we go. All right, Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers 0-1, got embarrassed by the Miami Dolphins, choked again. You can always depend on the Chargers to choke. All right, and so they got the Titans. Titans coming in limping. They don't have their star wide receiver, D-Hop. So no D-Hop. Or is he out? He's out. He hasn't been ruled out. All right, but he's limping in. Okay, his activity has been a little bit light. Despite not being on the field, Hopkins has watched a lot of film with the quarterback. Okay, all right, so he's not completely out. As long as they can put him out on the field, they have a chance here. Both teams 0-1. Both teams with disappointing losses. And both teams are on my contender list. Are they? No, I have the Chargers on the contender list, but the Titans, if they lose, it's do or die for the Titans. It's do or die. I mean, come on. They got to start doing something. They can't come in here and be like, we have potential. Tannehill is on the clock. All right, so if they don't win at home, they're going to start looking and going, we need to make some changes around here. Chargers, if they lose, it'll be par for the course. They'll probably go up with the big lead, sit over there, sniggling, and then try to figure something out when the Titans start roaring back downhill, steamrolling them. And I got Austin Eckler out or possibly out for this game. No play action threat. Nobody to throw that 3rd down and 18 screen pass and watch Austin Eckler run down the field. This is gonna be crazy. This a toss up. This a toss up. I don't have any faith in the Chargers other than the fact that they're a good offensive team and their defense is stellar. They're good, but they just can't put it together. They just play lackluster football. Yeah, it's gonna be a comeback win for the Titans, or Chargers are gonna blow them out. All right, that's That's what the toss-up is. You just don't know with the Chargers. They're just too unpredictable. Let's get to the next game. Here it is. Here we got the San Francisco 49ers and the Rams. The Rams, impressive win. They were counted out against the Seahags. Pick up a dub. San Francisco blowing the hell out of they're completely embarrassed. Whoever the hell they played, I can't even remember. It was embarrassing. But San Francisco is unstoppable. Cooper Kupp still out, if I'm not mistaken. Rams, fool's gold from last week. San Francisco, it's the Steelers. Yes, thank you. All right, San Francisco, all right, is going to pile in 90% of the fans. 90% of the fans will pile into SoFi Stadium. This will be a San Francisco 49er home game. If you watch the game on TV, there will be all red. It's going to be a sea of red. It's going to be amazing. And the Rams always play a road game as well as the Superchargers as well. San Diego never plays a home game. Niners are going to embarrass the Rams. Niners with the win. This is an easy one. The Rams don't have a chance on this one. Plus, their coach he ready to retire and do TV commentary so he can spend more time at the crib with his model wife who's pregnant, who he impregnated. He putting babies in these girls. All right. Two pathetic teams will take the field here at 1:05 p.m. And that is the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be one of the most boring games of the season. No highlights. The only highlights will be how many times does Daniel Jones get sacked. All right. I mean, this is going to be absolutely a miserable game to watch. Cardinals with the dub. New York Giants. It's do or die for the Giants. They better win this game or it's a wrap. All right. If they don't win, and there was giant talk in here last time. Big giant talk. All right. There was big giant talk in this game. I mean, last week. The Giants need to win this game. It's do or die. If they lose this game and Saquon Barkley does not have the game of his life or the game of his season, the Giants go back 0-2 to the Meadowlands. And it could be dangerous because let me see, who do they play the following week? Who do they play the following week? Because this could be bad news for the Giants, man. They need that. It's do or die. No. I thought it was the Cowboys. They need a bye week. All right, the Giants play the 49ers. Oh, Jesus. Hey, yeah, the coach will get fired after this game. If the Giants don't win this game or they get embarrassed, that coach is gone. Ring the bell on the coach. Oh, the 49ers. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Giants, do or die. Do or die. They got to beat the Cardinals. And they're favored to beat the Cardinals, but geez, not even by a full touchdown. Oh, Lord have mercy. Giants, how does it feel, man, to have your season on the line after 2 weeks? He said they lose to the Cardinals, it's over with. It's a wrap. They got the 49ers coming after that. Nah. And then where they go after that? They have 49ers, then they have Seahawks, and then Dolphins. Nah. I'll wrap it up. And then they have looks like a bye week. No, they have the Bills. Giants, it's a wrap. Okay, your next win is coming from the Commanders week 7. All right, so yeah. And I don't think the coach makes it that long. Don't let them. Hey, they need to score a touchdown. They need to score a touchdown at least. Let's get back to the show. And why did they leave that quarterback in just getting pounced on the entire game? That was embarrassing. We got Jets, Cowboys. Jets, Cowboys. Hey, a week ago, this looked like it could be a good game. Jets and Cowboys. A week ago, this looked like this could be a good game. All right, this would have been the game of the week. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been like, oh, the Jets and the Cowboys are playing. But the Cowboys look like gangbusters. Of course, they do this all the time. They beat up on the weak teams. Everybody talks shit. The cowgirl fans start coming out of the woodworks. We're America's team. Then they fumble the ball at the 1 yard line or some stupid shit. to get in the playoffs. They get to the playoffs, get pounced and bounced. We already eliminated them right before the season preview. But Cowboys with a win. Cowboys over the Jets. Jets pack it up. Zach Wilson, he won't even make it as a starting quarterback the rest of the season. All right. They're going to get rid. They're going to pull the hook out on Zach Wilson. And it might be in this game. All right. Zach Wilson got a short leash. They're going to pull the hook. All right. Cowboys with the win in Dallas. Please. All right. There's no way the Jets are winning that game. Wrap. All right. Jets will come back down to reality. They got that little hangover from that Monday night game and being prime time, but they getting the hook. All right. We got another terrible game on the menu. Denver Broncos versus the Commanders. Don't even think that the Broncos are going to win this game. All right. At home. What's this boy's name? What's that boy's name? Russell Wilson. He looked good, but he plays very, very methodically and not with a lot of inspiration. Nickel and dime. He looked good. He had a great completion percentage. He threw for over 200 yards or very close to it. They're going to be at home. The Commanders are trash, absolute garbage. They're one of the bottom 4 teams right here that I got. Okay. This is do or listen. People are laughing at me on this. This is do or die for the Broncos. This is do or die. If they lose this game, Russ is going to be cooking in a flaming hot ass burning down house. Burn it down. And I told you, I don't think Russell Wilson's going to do good. They'll probably have to start Stidham at some particular point. Either way, if he's playing bad, God forbid he gets hurt, he might be distracted, lethargic. Worst trade, worst contract in history. Worst trade in one of the worst trades in history is Russell to the Broncos. He's getting completely exposed. All right. And, he wants to be a pocket passer and he possibly want to be a politician after this. But Broncos, do or die for the Broncos. They lose against the Commanders. They have a loss against the Raiders. I think their schedule tightens up like a virgin. All right, let me see what the Broncos looking at. All right. I don't think the Broncos schedule gets any easier. After this game, they have at Miami. Okay, let me see here. Then they have the Kansas City Chiefs. No. The Bears, that's not too bad. I could click on the name and get to it quicker. Right? And they're already got a bye week. Oh, Jesus. No. Kansas City Chiefs coming up. Yeah, they have a bye week after 3 games. No, they have the Jets, then the Chiefs. This is not so bad. It's do or die. They got to win this game. All right. Or it's going to be, they're going to be a lot of talk and a lot of adjustments. Let's get to a game that matters. Okay. All right. We got the Miami Dolphins. They look good, man. They didn't look good the entire game, though. Tua is a threat. I told you Tua is a threat. He's just got to stay healthy. You have the receiver, Tyreek Hill. Oh, my goodness. Tyreek, he only has to make 2 plays per game. And that's all he did with Kansas City. He only made like 2 plays per game. And those 2 plays were game-changing plays. Like it'd be like 3rd and 25. You'd be like, well, it's over for them. And then Tyreek Hill will show up. He only has to make 2 plays. Is there a tropical storm coming in? Yeah, I think there is because I think no. I'm wrong. It's up in the East Coast right now. Tyreek Hill, he only needs 2 plays. And if the Dolphins are in the game and Tyreek Hill is in the game and Tua is standing upright, they have a chance. The Patriots look lethargic, lackluster. Actually, I take that back. The Patriots look pretty good. They actually almost won their game. But they almost surprisingly won their game last week. Like they were within a couple of inches, like a toe tap in on a 3rd down or a 4th down. They could have actually gotten the game, possibly won. Mac Jones is kind of one of those generic quarterbacks. He's a generic quarterback. He wins, but he's not going to light up the show. He's going to do, what do you call it? He's just gonna do enough. Yeah, he's a manager. He's a game manager. If you need him to show up and throw 400 yards, forget it. All right, that ain't your guy. If you need him to scramble and run around and extend plays, that ain't your guy. He's just going to throw nickel and dime, play the offense. He knows the playbook. He knows the playbook well. He's a great, great system quarterback. All right. He says, yeah, that rookie effed up the toe tap. If he would have got that toe tap in, Patriots could be 1-0 right now. But it's not do or die for the Patriots. Nobody expects anything from them anyway. We're going to have to look at these favorites here. We're going to have to look at the line. Dolphins with the win. Dolphins with the win on this one. Yeah, he's like Jimmy G. He's like Derek Carr. He's like Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's a little bit more versatile than these other quarterbacks. He's like Rydell, whatever his name is. Yeah. I think the Dolphins are a team to beat. All right. I got them. Do I have them in my contenders? Oh, I have them pretenders. All right. Interesting. Kevin G says $5 for the do or die on week 3. This ain't the XFL. Shout out to you. This ain't the XFL. Miami's too exciting of a team to depend on, though. So I wouldn't depend on them. You don't have that many exciting teams win consistently, but they're good. They are good, and they got to keep that quarterback healthy. Last 2 games, then we'll go to the bet window. New Orleans Saints, Carolina Panthers. Derek Carr is the NFL darling right now. And one of the reasons why is because he's set up properly. I told you to watch out for the Saints. People laughed at me. They came out and got a dub. It wasn't pretty. But their schedule is the 4th easiest schedule, but they got the best team with the worst schedule. They're one of the best teams with the worst schedules. They're set up. They're going to win this game. They're going to go 2-0, and then people are going to wake up. All right, they're going to wake up and go, uh-oh, and they're going to start looking at the schedule. They're going to be like, wait a minute. Okay, the Saints looking all right. They 2-0. Oh, they suck. Then they're going to be like, oh, who else they got? They got the Packers, the Bucks, the Patriots, the Texans, the Jags, the Colts, the Bears, the Vikings. They're going to be limping in. The Falcons. That schedule is Cupcake City. And they're going to fuck around. Or they're going to mess. There goes my monetization. The Saints are going to mess around. And they're going to sneak somebody. They're going to sneak. It ain't going to be pretty football either. I got Saints with the dub. Let's give them a win. All right. People going with the Panthers. You're going with the Panthers. You see what the Panthers did last week? Let's remind you. The Panthers got rickrolled by the Falcons, fam. The Falcons. All right. The Panthers got steamrolled by the Falcons. All right, come on, man. We're not going Carolina. Stop. You putting your bet on Carolina? We'll look at it. All right, what do we got here? Last one for your parlay. Wish you luck on your parlay. All right, I'm still pissed at my parlay. Who am I pissed at? The Bears. All right, they're not going to get anything from me the rest of the season the way they piss me off. All right, but anyway, Steelers, do or die. Do or die for the Steelers because they come to Las Vegas the next week. All right, so they didn't look good at all against the San Francisco 49ers at all. Kenny Pickens is going to be throwing Pickens all week. Is it Pickett or Pickens? He's going to be throwing picks all day. The Browns defense is great. All right, their front four, fantastic. So if they get in and they start threatening, making him move and move out of the pocket and roll and throw off balance, all right, it's not going to be a good night for the Steelers. Unfortunately, I don't like the Browns. I don't think they're very good. I don't. But it's hard for me to imagine the Browns going 2-0 because that division is the black and blue division, man. I mean, I think that's the AFC, the NFC I think that's the Packers division, but this division, Jesus, you got the Bengals, you got the Ravens, Steelers are always good. Browns show up 2-0. Cleveland Browns 2-0. Yeah, that's the AFC North, the black and blue. They don't beat each other to death in this one. This is terrible. Pittsburgh Steelers, I need them with an L to walk into Vegas and pick up their third L. Let's take a look at the line. And these odds, I'm sure they changed quite a bit. Okay. Sure, the lines on these games have changed quite a bit. So, Antua King Smith has been talking about it as well. So I don't know what you want to put together. What do you want to put together, man? You want to put together? All right, what do we got here? Bills favorite over a touchdown against the Raiders. That's embarrassing. But I don't have much faith in the Raiders. Okay. Right there. I don't have much faith in this game for the Raiders. Bills favorite 8.5. All right, we got the Buccaneers. Field goal difference will lose your bet if you're on the wrong side of this bet. We got the Buccaneers favorite over the Browns. We got Lions favorite over the Seahags. That's not a surprise. Chargers a slight favorite. A slight favorite over the Texans. All right, so we got a home underdog. We got the Texans, another dog at home against the Colts, but that's not by much. I ain't putting much money on that. All right, there we go right there. We got the Pack. Go, Pack, go. Another dog at home for the Falcons. Another dog. And we got the Bengals favored against the Ravens. Boy, I don't know about that. They must know something I don't know. All right. They must know something I don't know. All right. They must know that the Ravens about to fall apart without a running back. They got some inside information. They're looking at something. I don't see Cincinnati at 3.5 favorite. Where we doing right there? The whole team's hurt? Yeah, they must know the whole team's hurt. There's no way I got that as the Bengals being a 3.5. All right. That's crazy. Ravens plus 3.5. If the Ravens lose, it's going to be interesting. But you going to put money on that game? And put money on that one? Chiefs, 3.5 over the Jags. All right, 3.5 point favorite over the Jags right there. 49ers, look at that. Big favorite over the Rams. Damn. You going to lay money down on that? You're expecting a big blowout? That looked like a trap bet right there. That looks like a trap bet. Because if the 49ers, man, because look, I don't know if they win 40-0 over the Rams. I'm going to be sweating bullets looking at that game. That's a big favorite. Good Lord. For an NFL game, that's crazy. Cowboys. I'm sorry, let me skip. Giants favorite over the Cards. Interesting. Giants favorite over the Cards after getting their ass handed to them. That's how sorry the Cardinals are. And the Cardinals are a home dog. What? A dog at home. To the Giants. There ain't no way. Cardinals might go 0-17. If we're going to do this, they're expecting the Cardinals to not win a game. There is no way. All right, next game. Look at the Cowboys over the Jets. Jets, yeah, they must know Cardinals are tanking, and they're not going to cover any spreads this year. They ain't covering spreads. They're like they on tank machine. How you a underdog at home to the Giants who didn't score the previous week? That's crazy. That's crazy ass money. There might be some free money on the Cardinals all year long. All right, listen. Hey, I'm not trying to tell you where to lay money, but hey, Cardinals might cover a lot of bets this year. Dallas 9 over the Jets. Dallas 9 points over the Jets. They're expecting the Jets to be shitty the rest of the year. Here we go right here. Washington underdog at Denver 3.5. Shit, that look. That game gonna be tight. That's gonna be a tight game. 3.5. I don't think Broncos cover. Just my prediction. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. I have a hard time seeing Bronco covering. I mean, just do not lay any money down on my predictions here. But do they cover? Do the Broncos cover this? He said, take Washington in the points. I'm looking at it because I'm looking like, yeah, I don't know, man. Broncos don't light up the scoreboard. They barely put up 15 against the Raiders. 16, what did they put? I don't think they cover this. Washington's at least decent enough to keep this close. But anyway, don't bet your rent money on what I'm saying here. We're just guessing. Dolphins favored against the Patriots, 3 points. That could be okay. Saints 3 over the Panthers. Yeah, they might not cover that either. Right? Saints, I don't know, man. They won like 17-15 the previous week. That might be a trap. That's a sucker you in. Sucker. Saints might win by 1 point. Okay, because Derek Carr is not going to put up 40. He barely put up 40 in the Raiders. I bet you he ain't put up 40 in more than 10 games his whole Raiders career. So you're not expecting him to jump out on a major lead there. I don't know about that one. Last one, Steelers. 2.5. That's a heartbreaker. Oh, man, that would be a heartbreaker. I don't imagine a lot of points are going to be scored in that game. So 2.5 is even. It's be interesting on that one. You know, really, yeah, there's a lot of trap bets. They're not fools, aren't they, Connor? Whoever's setting these lines, they're not fools. Because some of these bets, I mean, it comes down to the difference between a field goal here, an extra point there. All right. That's why betting is so lucrative for the people that know. All right. Even the best bettors, all they're doing is getting 60% win, 55%, 60%. And Vegas, they be cheating the game too, because they be calling down. Because, oh, by the way, these teams and these players know the line, and many of them know what side the money's on. So they start making plays at the end of the game. Right? They start making plays at the end of the game. I'm like, what the fuck? Sitting there with my money laid down, and I'm like, oh, I got this comeback. Look at the game. Less than 4 minutes left. These ninjas still playing hard. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what the hell they doing, man? What you doing? Hey, man, there was a game. There's a game I had money on. What game was that? Last week. I think it was the first bet in my parlay. I think it was a college football game. Last Saturday. I have to remember what it is. Actually, I can look it up. I can look that shit up. I was pissed off. I was pissed. Because when I looked at the game, I was like, oh, we good. I walked away, grabbed a burger, chilled, came back, looked at the score. I was like, ninja. I was like, you gots to be kidding me. There ain't no damn way. Because I had to, oh, you know what it was? I'm going to tell you. It was somebody, I think I had the under on a game last week. I'm going to pull it up. I had the under, and they was out there. They wasn't doing shit the entire game. I was like, oh, this is a lock. I can walk away. Somebody said pick some college games. I'll pull up some college games for the last couple of minutes. Let me look at my betting slips. I had to take this week off. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. Right, let me see if I can pull it down here. What's my bet slip? Oh, I can't find them. Anyway. Yeah, I think they got hacked. So, but anyway, it was some game I had the complete under, and I was rolling good. And then the fourth quarter, they wanted to show up and score 30 points between both teams. And I was like, this is ridiculous. All right. They barely couldn't score. Now all of a sudden we got 30 points in the fourth quarter. Anyway, shit happens. All right, let me see what we got here. And I don't encourage gambling. Do it only if you have fun money. Do it only if you have fun money. If you want to lay down $20 parlays, win a couple $100, do whatever you have to do. Do not play with your rent money. Gamble responsibly still. Yeah, the Bears do. I had a parlay set, fat parlay. I swear the Bears pissed me off. Okay. The Bears, I swear, dude, I had the easiest parlay. This is my parlay last week. Somebody said I like Misogyny CGA better. This is my parlay. I had the under. What is this? I had the under Panthers, Falcons under 40. I had Bears, Packers under 41.5. And I had the Giants -3. I mean, so I covered the Falcons. I covered the Falcons game. And then I had the Cowboys clearly runaway, easy. All I needed was the Bears, Packers under 40. Halftime, it was 7-3. Halftime, 7-3. I was like, the Cowboys clearly going to beat it might have been but I was like, Cowboys clearly going to win. So I covered the first one and I put a little money. I put a little money on it. My winnings on this would have been fat. My fat winning. And then the Bears give up the ass in the fourth quarter. The Bears. The Bears said, let's give up the ass in quarter number 4. Let me show you what happened. Goddamn Chicago Bears. Right. So anybody mention the Bears to me, I'm done with the Bears. All right. Let me see if I can pull up that Packer Bears quarter by quarter. Let me see here. Team stats, player stats. Where was the okay, here. Look. This is what my parlay was hinged on right here. So I had Bears Packers under 41.5. Under 41.5. It's 10-6 at halftime. 10-6. I said, this is surely going to be the second win. All I got to get is the Cowboys to win, favored by 3. 10-6 at halftime. And I was like, then it goes, they give up 28 in the third. And man, please. Bears with no Vaseline. There ain't no way in hell, bro. I was pissed. I was like, because I was already counting the money. I was like, I'm going right to the pay window. I'm going to the pay window. I'm getting fat cash. I was booking junior college appointments at halftime. I was like, oh shit, I could go see Sally. Shit, I had junior college appointments. I was going shopping for watches. Then I look up at the end of the third quarter. What was the third quarter score? Okay. So it's 24 plus 24-14. I'm still in the bet, but I knew it was asked out. All right. It's 24-14. So I'm still under 41. So I'm like, okay, I'm at 38. And I was like, all right, we got one more quarter. Tighten up, Chicago. Nope. But I knew by the time it was the end of the third quarter, it was a wrap. I'm like, we sitting at 38, minus under 41. I was like, they asked. And then all of, I don't know what happened. I didn't even see the highlights. I was so pissed. All right. So anyway, let's see what we got, man. This is why you don't bet. I'm not a big person to tell you to bet. All right. Bet responsibly. Have fun with it. For me, it was fun. Right. I had a little fun. And but I sure tucked my tail on Monday night. I was like, I ain't betting on nothing. I was texting people. I was booking trips. I was like, man, we got to be out partying. Man, this is why you don't bet. College football Saturday. Let's see what the schedule is. The schedule, no top 25 games against each other. I don't think there's any games that are top 25, 2 teams top 25. But let's pick some games here. Then we'll get up out of here. I canceled my reservation. I was going to Ruth's Chris. I was the best. I definitely was going to have one of the flatback Supreme. I was going to get me a flatback Supreme for sure. I was like, I'm going to get me a Ukrainian chick. All right. Anyway, week 3. He says, got my 9-team parlay for college football, 1 to make 560. Damn, 9-team. Okay. All right. Yep, I definitely was going to have me a Ukrainian flat back. Long legs, pretty toes, all that. I had me one set. All right, what do we got here? All of these games could go anywhere, man. Florida State, watch out for them. They could choke. Boston College is always good in the first 5 games. They always come out like gangbusters. Watch out for Florida State. Might be fool's gold. Highly rated, overrated at number 3 in the country. They will fall out of the top 25 at some point, especially if they lose to BC. All right, what do we got here? Penn State, LSU, god dang. All right, Starkville already out. 4th and 28 for who? Jesus. All right, we got Utah definitely going to win. Notre Dame going to win. See, we all got cupcakes this week, so it's not any hard predictions here. I don't even know lines. We got Iowa, okay, Oregon State. All of these are nothing very good here. I don't think South Carolina is going to do anything with Georgia. Alabama's on the clock, all right? Alabama, it's do or die. Like, they're already panicking after the Texas game. They switched their quarterback. They took that little number 4 out, and they put in another quarterback. They took the black athlete quarterback out, put the white boy back in there. Right? It was like, all right, you're out of here. I was not impressed by that quarterback for the Crimson Tide. He did make 2 unbelievable throws in the game. I didn't watch the whole game, but I kind of tuned in here and there. He did make some plays. He's a playmaker, but can he manage the team? I don't think so. So they already sat his ass down. He says, I don't think the QB was the issue. You're right. The QB wasn't the issue. The QB was not the issue, but the first person that's going to take that heat is going to be the coach, and the coach is going to pass that buck. The coach is going to pass the buck. So he's like, hey, I ain't taking the heat, so we need to put it on somebody, and we need to make a change at quarterback. So that's what they did. But I don't think he was there were some plays he made that I was like, yeah, he had 2 terrible interceptions. One, a linebacker sitting right in the middle, threw it right to his numbers. All right. I was like, ugh, threw it right to the numbers. And I think he had another one on a curl route coming back or a comeback route that he threw one. I think a defensive back read him. If I'm not mistaken, I mix a lot of games up, but I think he threw 2 interceptions like that. Can't do that against Texas. And Texas might be full goal. He can't read. He got red right there. I just don't see him being the one yet, but he could be a Tua type player. All right, we got to definitely. Brandon's definitely a Crimson Tide fan. He's riding for the quarterback. I think it might have been too early to pull him, in my opinion. I would have saw what he did against South Florida. They get off the schneid, but they yanked them already. Nick Saban is not gonna take that L. All right, what do we got? Oklahoma versus Tulsa, Duke, Northwestern. Duke, Northwestern football is in shambles. They might not score. Ohio State should beat Western Kentucky. All right, we got Washington going to Michigan State. I would watch out for that game. Michigan State will either whip Washington or they will get their ass whipped. I don't know which one it's going to be yet. All right, UCL week. They're playing a black college. Interesting. We got Washington State. All right. None of these games jump out. Tennessee, Florida could be interesting. Tennessee, Florida is interesting because Tennessee cannot win in Florida. Okay, so Tennessee cannot win in Florida. So this will be interesting. You might want to watch that game. That might be a good game to watch. Tennessee choking. I don't think they won in Florida in like 20 years. That might be the game of the day. The big game that was right here is Colorado State. But I think I'm going to watch those 2 games. Tennessee, Florida, I'm going to keep my eye out on that one. I think I'm going to stop, get myself a steak, cook a steak on the grill, watch that one. I think I'm going to watch that one. Yeah, that's the game of the week. Florida's not playing well. I think they're 1-1. But I think Tennessee, they're a top 10 team. This is going to be an L for them if they cannot win in Florida. All right, Mississippi, Georgia Tech. I don't really care about that one. Michigan, Bowling Green, okay. Oregon, Hawaii, that's going to be a romp. Texas, Wyoming, I don't see that being a trap game at all. And Colorado State, I'm going to be watching that one. I'm going to be watching that one. It might get ugly early. It might, he said, yep, Colorado will be over by the second quarter. That one's going to get ugly and, as they say, personal. It could be like 64-3. It could be like 64-3. Because I don't think Deion's going to let off the gas. And his second unit is better than Colorado State's first unit. People are talking about a Colorado State upset on this one. I just don't. He said all the ninjas going to watch Colorado State, the Colorado game. I don't think Colorado State can even. This shit going to be ugly. I cannot imagine it being any close than 25 points. But this is just me. I have no. This is going to be an ass kicking. Now, Colorado is going to get real for them. It's going to get real for them next week because they play at Oregon, I believe. Then they're at home against USC. So their hype train is hype. It's good. I love it. I love their hype train. I love what they've done. Nobody expected them to be possibly 3-0. I like it. Deion Sanders is showing that, he's making who was supposed to hire him. He was in for a job last year in the SEC, and they passed on him. Or maybe it was 2 years before. They passed on him. And I thought Deion going to Colorado was great because he can go to a place where he don't have the tradition. Right? He don't have the tradition, and he can make their own name. I think it was Florida State where he went to school. I think it was actually Florida State passed on him. And Auburn, possibly. Oh, they said he needed a college degree. I mean, when I coached college basketball, a lot of coaches could not coach it because they didn't have a degree, which all colleges, most of the time, they require you to have a degree. All right, so I can understand they made a traditional move, but that was an L move for them. I think Florida State would have been a great job for him. The hype train would have been ridiculous for him at Florida State. That would have been ridiculous. Yeah, they passed on Deion. But that was before he took the Jackson State job, so we have to understand that he didn't have what he had in terms of his resume at Jackson State. So Jackson State was kind of like his, let's see what he does there. He did a great job. Colorado, he's going to do a great job here. It's going to be a struggle year, though. This year, he's ahead of schedule, and they got the hype, and he better hype it up as much as he can because you got Oregon and USC coming in next week, or you're going to Oregon and you're at USC. I don't see those two things looking good here for him. Let me pull up the rest of his schedule. Somebody said, Bo Jackson is my third cousin, grew up with my grandpa. I never got to meet him. Oh, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, but that's cool. Let me pull up Colorado's schedule here just so I can see because people were looking here. I didn't expect them to beat TCU. So that was a big win. I thought Nebraska was definitely going to be a win. And then Colorado State's a win. So I had them at 2-1 at this point. All right. So there's head of schedule. And then they go at Oregon. That could be an ass whooping. That could be a humble pie. I hope you don't talk no shit before that game. Then USC comes in. That ticket is going to be $1,000, right? $1,000 a game. It could be close because USC, you don't never know what they're going to get with USC. USC kind of like, they remind me of the Lakers. They're soft. They got tradition. Everybody, USC fans and USC athletes think they're just everybody's going to lay down. So USC, you can never depend on them to come through. And they do fold under pressure. Anytime there's pressure, they fold. And this could be a trap game for USC. It could be a trap game. All right. Oh, they're going to pay that ticket. They're going to pay that ticket. We got Arizona State. If they can survive Oregon and USC, they come back with a decent schedule. So they got at Arizona State, which is a dub. At Stanford. Stanford's tragic now. They're no good. We got UCLA. Just depends. That's a depends game. You got Oregon State, which could be a win. Arizona, they suck. Washington State, you never know with them into the game. And then they're going to lose to Utah. So they certainly have 3 L's coming, possibly 4 L's for sure. All right, which are going to be Utah, UCLA, USC, and Oregon. So that's 4 L's. So at that point, they would be 3-4, but let's chunk in a couple of wins. 4-4 Arizona State, 5-4 Stanford, 6-4 Oregon State, 7-4 Arizona. Washington State could be an L. At best, they could get 7 wins. That's ahead of where I got them. They could get as many as 9. I don't think it helps. You know, I mean, it just gets you to a better bowl game, potentially. Not even a big bowl, but a big bowl will bring them in. If they get 9 wins, they'll get a big bowl and they'll get a big fat check. Okay. They'll get a big fat check. But if they can, the Raising Cane Bowl. Yeah. Oh, if they make the Raising Cane Bowl, look, this season is already a success. But yes, if they get the Raising Cane Bowl, this season is a big, big success for Colorado. All right. And I don't think he's leaving Colorado anytime soon. I don't think he's leaving Colorado anytime soon. I think he'll put in 3 to 5 years here. He'll turn his program around ridiculously. And then if he gets to a bowl game every year, then they go to the Big 12 next year, I believe, right? You go to the Big 12? Yeah, it's crazy. And he's going to change the world. He's going to change that. He's going to change that program. All right. All right. Anyway, if they get 9 wins, Deion is going to get he's going to pull a lot of recruits. Does he want to go to the NFL? NFL Deion. That might be right up his alley because then he he should not go to the NFL. He's suited for college. But listen, I don't know what he wants. I don't know what his aspirations are. If he goes to the NFL, which I think he's wanting to go to the NFL, oh, man. NFL is just too political. Just too political. He said no to the NFL. Okay, yeah. I don't see that. I see him at a bigger college program, but NFL is just too fickle. He's not coaching guys that make more money than him. Yeah. NFL is too fickle. He can motivate these young guys and get them inspired. And NFL's too fickle. You win 1 year, you can be fired. Like the last couple coaches that went to the Super Bowl have already been fired. Like, come on. Like, name all the coaches that took their team to a Super Bowl the last 5 years. Many of them been fired already. So you don't even when you win, it's not enough. Yeah, maybe the Dallas Cowboys. That's the only thing. That would be the only job that I can see him taking. Right? Anyway, no transfer portal in the NFL either. Yeah, you got salary caps. You got free agents. You got disgruntled players. You got millionaire players. Yep. So anyway, yeah, the NFL stands for not for long. So I wouldn't even consider going to the NFL unless he just wants to get a bag. And I don't think that's what it's about. But anyway, enjoy your football weekend. We'll be back on Monday afternoon to solve this goddamn problem and see if we were right. Hey, bet responsibly if you bet. And Actual King Smith, let me know what's up. Because, we can have a little fun with this. We out. Peace. Peace, peace, peace.